I have to tell you guys the worst news I've ever had to tell anyone. Well, maybe that's not true. Maybe that's unrealistic. Maybe worse things have happened in my life. No, worse things have not. maybe. No, maybe. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is my worst video. This is gonna be really hard to make, obviously. Welcome to the video. I'm already sobbing. Don't you love coming to my channel for some really happy, family-friendly content? No animal can live no animal can live forever. I love all my animals. This we know, or at least this I know. Even if some of you don't know it, I know it. I love my animals. And some may speculate that I lean towards a few personal favorites, but I do love all my animals. I'm not delusional, and I don't think that, you know, every single animal that I own can bond with humans and things like that. I know that animals, not every animal is capable of emotionally bonding with humans like dogs and cats do. But I do think, you know, every once in a while you connect with an animal that you have, even if it's not a cat or a dog, and you feel like they know you, you know? And that they trust you, and that they actually maybe care about you in some weird way that whatever that animal is capable of doing that. Whether that's true or not, I know people feel it with animals. I know people feel it with all kinds of animals. They will feel connections with animals, even if it's not one necessarily known to connect with people. My voice is going to sound so annoying in this video. I'm so sorry. That's obviously something that I've experienced with some of my animals. Nala was the first one for me, if you guys remember Nala. She wasn't ever on my YouTube channel. It was before I did YouTube, but she was the first animal that I ever felt really connected to that was my own animal, you know? Like, I had hermit crabs before her. I never thought my hermit crabs truly loved me. I really felt connected to that hedgehog. I love all of the hedgehogs I've had since then so much, so please don't get that confused with me saying I didn't feel like they cared about me as deeply as Nala did, but I honestly felt like a real connection with Nala. She helped me through so much, and this is gonna be the weirdest video probably ever to go on any, you know, YouTuber's channel ever. Like, who, can you please link me to someone else, like, so I don't feel alone? This isn't like a challenge like, oh, you'll never find someone as weird as me. I'm saying please find someone as weird as me so I can connect with them. Have you ever seen someone make a video sobbing over a fish? Because that's me right now. I'm full on crying, ugly crying. I'm ugly crying over a fish. I haven't even said what's happened yet, but I know you know by now what's happened. This is that kind of stuff that you don't want to. I feel like I'm a doctor having to tell someone their kid died. I feel like I'm having to tell the whole world that their fish died. Because I feel like he was all of ours, you know, that we all loved him. And I don't even know what happened. I am so sorry for this, but I felt like, you know, I want to film this before I shut off emotionally, because if I wait to film this, I'm gonna go through that period of mourning where I'm just like emotionally shut off, and I don't want to film it then. I'd rather you see me like this than see me like that way, you know? I mean, I love you guys, and I feel like being genuine with you guys is better than being formal, I guess, you know? Instead of being, you know, well put together and not ugly crying, but instead of that, I feel like this is more genuine. Like, you guys really know how I'm feeling, which is important because I'm trying to bring you guys into my world. So this is an important ugly side of it, but a crucial side of it, you know? I've only made one video like this before, which was like, why I'm never getting a hedgehog again, even though I ended up getting more hedgehogs. This is different. This hurts worse. I mean, losing pets is so hard. You're always gonna wonder if you could have done something better. Unless they literally like outlived the normal lifespan or something, you're always gonna wonder, like, was there something I could have done to let them see another day, you know? It's really rough. God dang it, this is ugly. You're always gonna wonder if you could have done more, you know? Cheese, I'm gonna do a whole video like about his death that is much better than this. He deserves more than this ugly video. So this is just me letting you guys know what happened, and then I'm gonna put together a really nice video for my fish. Have I even said it yet? Cheese died. God damn. Yeah, Cheese died. I don't know why. I don't know why he died, but he did. I don't know why he died, but he did. Oh, God. Whew. I feel like I owe people an apology because he died. Like, I'm sorry that I'm hurting you guys because I know how he was special. If you don't know me and you don't know my channel, you are definitely probably reporting me to the authorities right now, like that I'm not okay, but he was special. I know all catfish are very inquisitive animals, but he literally felt like a friend to me. He's been through so much with me, and even though he's just over there observing, like he doesn't know what the hell's going on, he's a fish, but like he kind of knew. I don't know. I was comforted by him so much. I loved to just sit on my couch. He always would come to me out in the living room. He would always follow me around, and like every single person that met him was like, holy, he has something in his eyes. Like he's aware, he's a sweetheart. Like people, not just me, random people who didn't even know about my channel would come to my house and meet him and be like, that fish was like, he's sweet. Why is that fish nice? Like they didn't understand what they were getting from him, but they got it too. Obviously everyone who watched his videos got it. There's a reason he was so treasured on my channel, and it's because he was special. I don't even know where to go from here. I guess I'll take you guys through what happened a million minutes into this, but I'll take you through the days that led to his death. His death was extremely sudden, but I'll go over the last 2 days with you guys. Well, actually, to get a better idea, we have to go back further. My fish tank has a really bad bryopsis problem. I've had bryopsis algae in there for 6 months, 7 months probably. I've been treating it naturally with magnesium because higher levels of magnesium in the tank water makes it harder for bryopsis to survive. Now, to efficiently use this method, I had to dose magnesium multiple times a week, and I had to keep it on the higher end, so I continuously had to slowly raise it up, and then I had to continuously keep dosing it to keep it at that level, and that was to keep the bryopsis down. If I ever stopped dosing for, let's say, a week, I had the worst bryopsis grow right back in my tank. It was extremely tedious, and I wanted to see if there was any method that could permanently get rid of bryopsis for good, because it's annoying, and there are ways to kill it, but it's really hard to kill. I found this method. I tried doing a very minimal light schedule. I tried to do a blackout. I tried to do so many cleanings. I was making sure the tank was always free of everything, but also making sure I didn't clean it too much. Saltwater tanks obviously are something that take a lot of work, and it was something that I was so invested in. I spent so much time every day on this tank to make sure that it was good. I always was testing the levels. I always was making sure the salinity, the nitrates, the ammonia, the pH, the calcium, the magnesium, the phosphates. I was making sure everything was good always. There was never too much of anything. If I could keep the bad things at 0, I will. If I could, you know, I was constantly trying to make sure that tank was perfect, and I prided myself on that. I literally just 2 days ago posted on Instagram about how happy I was that I've been able to keep all of my original fish. Like from the very first time I set up that fish tank, I prided myself on the fact that I still had the very original fish that I got for that tank. Anyway, I really wanted to get this bryopsis problem finished with, so I contacted my local fish store, and I talked to them about something called fluconazole or fluconazole. This. Now, fluconazole, or whatever it is normally a fungal treatment that can be used in aquatics to treat fish that have fungus infections or fungal infections. But it's also known to completely kill bryopsis, like eliminate it. So I contacted my fish store. I consulted with them. Me and the fish store together researched relentlessly. Like, we had been talking about fluconazole, whatever. We've been talking about it for at least 2 months now, if not longer. And we've just been really debating, like, is this what we want to try? We literally could not find anything. The only thing I found about it that was negative was that it will quickly rise nutrients in your tank. Like, it'll make your ammonia and your nitrates and your nitrites spike. So you have to watch it extremely closely while it's happening. We decided to go ahead and do it because it would get rid of the ugly algae. I could get more corals. I could make the tank look beautiful. And of course it was all centered around my fish. I wanted a better life for my fish. I didn't want them living with algae constantly. And so got rid of it. It worked. But the morning after the treatment though, I walked out there, which was yesterday. It's been 2 days now. So yesterday morning, I walked out there to turn my fish tank lights on and noticed Cheese was sitting kind of towards the bottom of the tank, which is definitely unusual for cowfish. But sometimes at night when it's completely dark, they will wander around closer to the bottom. I thought it was a little weird, but the fact that after I turned the light on, he went right back to the surface, his color came back, everything looked good. I didn't really think anything more of it. I did check all the water levels yesterday and everything was fine. So that was yesterday, and then we get to today. Today, this morning, he ate fine. Again, nothing seemed alarming. Everyone in my tank is fine. My inverts are fine. My corals are fine. Even my more sensitive corals and my more sensitive fish like my leopard wrasse, all fine. And then a few hours later, I was sitting in my bedroom and decided I wanted to go out there and take pictures of my fish because I love to go in there and just check on them, see how they're doing. I love to take photos of them. I don't even always just share them. I sometimes just take them because it's so fun to see how Cheese reacts to the cameras and stuff. He's hilarious with the camera, so it's so fun to play with him and, you know, do that stuff. So I went out there to play with him. Went out there to look at him. I saw something weird in the upper right corner of the tank and I thought it was a dead anemone. Just because from far away it just looked like a big white blob. So I was like, oh my god, did one of the anemones die from the treatment? I got closer and I saw that it was definitely Cheese and that he was dead. Don't know what happened. I don't. I took photos of it. I took video of it. And I'm a weirdo and I can't flush him, so I still have him sitting on my kitchen counter right now. Don't know what to do with him. I'm debating taking him to the vet to get an autopsy. I don't know. I don't know if the treatment was something that ended up affecting him because cowfish are more sensitive than other fish or what, but the rest of my tank is doing fine. I don't know if it was just his time to go. I just don't feel like it is. In the wild, I believe their average lifespan is anywhere from 2 to 8 years, so he did make it. So he did make it to the average lifespan mark, but I heard of one that lived to be 15, so I just always thought that he was gonna be one of those ones that lived super long, but nope. I really don't know why he died, and I think that really sucks. I think it really sucks that he made so many people so happy, and I don't have a real answer as to why he's gone. I tried my best to make him super happy though, and I am so glad. I am so glad that, like, he brought so many people so much happiness. I am so glad that while he was here, so many people fell in love with fish because of him. So many people wanted to learn more about the ocean and marine biology and stuff because of him. I'm so happy how many kids discovered that they love fish so that they're not just little, like, you know, silly things because of him. I love that people's days were made because of him, and I love that so many people could come together and feel so happy and wholesome over a fish. And I'm really happy I was able to be a part of that. I'm really happy that I was able to experience it and give him a platform, as stupid as that sounds because he's a fish, but I'm just so happy that I was able to help make people so happy through him. Really am thankful for my experience with him, and I absolutely adore and respect fish so much. I always have loved fish, but he just gave me a whole new love for them. I am so glad. A lot of baby cowfish, when you get them at Cheese's age, he was covered in ick when I got him, so he was a baby and he was sick. And when you get them like that as babies, they don't normally even make it 6 months. So I'm so happy that he was able to live as long as he did. But of course I wish he would have lived longer, of course. If he had lived to be like longer lived than most cowfish, you know, like some crazy age, I would have just felt like I really did something right, you know? And I guess that is one thing. You can't do something so right that it, you know, goes against their genetics. If they're meant to die at a certain age, they're not gonna randomly outlive it just because you love them hard enough. But I just do hope if there were ways to extend his life, that they were done and that his life was extended in comparison to where it would have been if he was with someone else, because that's the hardest thing to try to like think about, is like when your animal dies, like, did you really do everything? I really hope I did. I really hope that I never did something that somehow led to this. I really hope that he was so happy, and I hope that that's so stupid because this quote on my channel is I'm never safe, but I hope he felt safe. And I know this is a really long sad video over a fish, but I'm really broken about this, And my next 2 videos that I had filmed for my channel both included my 150-gallon fish tank, and there was just no way I could upload that and like wait till later to post this. There's no way I could upload it and act like nothing was wrong and he wasn't there. Like, there's no way I could just wait to talk about this. I don't know. I hope this is the right way to go about it, even though it's extremely, you know, annoying and dramatic to listen to me cry over a fish. I just hope this was the better way to go about it rather than waiting and giving y'all some super formal video instead. I will absolutely be posting a tribute video to him that's gonna be much more final than this and not such a, you know, crying sad mess. It'll be cuter and better in memory of him, you know? The one thing I'll never doubt though is I really, really loved him. He was a friend to me. He was a fish, but he was a friend to me. I'm really thankful that I ended up with him. And thank you guys for enjoying him with me. Thank you guys for letting me make you guys happy through him. I've always wanted to make people smile. I've always wanted to make kids feel happy and give them something, you know, to laugh and smile about. And thank you guys for letting me show you happiness and fun through him. Thank you for having fun with me, basically. I know the whole concept of him is probably ridiculous, you know, to people from the outside. It's a fish that I voiced over and I made him, you know, talk and have personality, but like we had so much fun. So thank you guys for having fun with me and him. I think he enjoyed it. I do. Okay, I'll post another video about him soon, but thank you guys so much and I love you guys so much.